Okay.
Hello. All right, I'll run the
Hello.
show. Here we go. Welcome to the Superliminal Glitchless. Before we begin, I'll express that Funya will be desynced because they were not able to make it live to this running. So this is all above board. We have proof of this run happening, but it will happen a little bit out of sync compared to everyone else because they are not doing it live. So uh, with that out of the way, um, I suppose we can start. If you're ready, Arc,
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah,
and if
should be good.
Fabio, feel free to let Hippie do a countdown. We're having Hippie do a countdown for various advanced technical reasons.
Yes.
All right. Just pretend there's a countdown here. I'll pretend like 5, 4, 3 kind of. 2 maybe?
Yep,
1?
2.5. All right, approaching 1.
To be fair, it doesn't
Getting
matter
closer.
when they start. But all right,
That's true.
we're good.
Oh, here we go. Suddenly goes from 1 to 0. All right, we're there.
So, welcome. So this is an interesting set of people because I recognize Hippie most prominently because he's near the top of the glitchless leaderboards. He's got a 22:19, which is faster than any run I ever remember having because it's been a while since I've seen this. So I'm seeing all this new. But we've also got a couple of people who, like for example, Funya. They have a what? 26th time with a 2314. We've got SWC. They have a 2314, and then Chunky Bunny is a 24. So an interesting spread, although definitely very low times, and we'll be seeing how it's going here. All right, we got induction cheese here.
Yep, good cheese
Has,
so far. No
yeah,
one
looks like
getting screwed over too bad. Yeah.
cheese is always kind of stinky.
Yes.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh! See, it's been so long since I've seen runs. It's kind of disgusting seeing like how fast this is. Because back when I was doing this, is like, oh yeah, we'll lift the cube over and we'll put it on top of the button, and then they're just dropping and going. Okay, Funya misses a little bit, but oh my gosh, I don't even know. But yeah, this is pretty consistent inductions from everybody.
Yep. No one's doing the crazy A-Rock strats, which is good.
What?
Oh yeah,
I'll have to
there's
look
a whole
into that.
strat where you resize the sign as you're walking instead of stopping to grab it when it's like actually big.
Oh,
It's
yeah, you
stupid,
know
yeah.
what? I could see that happening. All right, Hippie gets a good wall push with the cheese there. Funya,
Yep.
same situation with them. SWC, and
A little bit of trouble for Chunky Bunny, but gets at the
you
same
know what?
time.
Let him have it. Let me talk about Chunky Bunny a little bit because there's a whole gaggle of fans who are willing to entertain the thought of how much I like how Chunky Bunny is doing this. They started speedrunning like in general a couple of months ago. He did a run in co-op like almost as a meme like seven months ago with somebody, and then he got to 100th place like super quickly. So maybe we're seeing an underdog. Maybe we're seeing a rising shooting star in Chunky Bunny, who by the way is Little Chunkster on SoundCloud if you check out his YouTube. So. I did not assume his pronouns because I checked his speedrun page. Thank you very much, this strange soy. Anyway, yeah, Hippie's pulling ahead here. The good sign strats from, let's see, yep, SWC needed a little bit of adjustment, but that's looking pretty good. And then
Yeah, so far so good.
So far so good, yeah.
No one. Yep, everyone's. No one's getting any weird lag spikes, causing them to fall out of portals. So that's good. Oh, Hippie has some trouble with the cube. Okay. Oh,
Ooh.
that's rough.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
that'll
Man.
equalize.
Yeah.
This cube is rough, to be fair, because
It
you
is.
might think that the rhythm is, jump, click, jump, but like sometimes you just get caught on something or you can't let go. Funya gets
Yeah.
caught on the ledge there, slides off twice. Jeez,
Oof.
that's rough.
And part of it is also there's that little delay after you jump where you can't jump again, which always screws me up.
SWC going for the door ramp strat there, which I don't know if that's fast. We always pretended it was, but I don't know if that was faster to roll up the edge there or not.
Oh, there's a launch. Okay.
Oh, so
That's a rough. They should reset here. But I mean, it didn't really save time. But you could argue it did save time. I don't know.
The rule is very nebulous.
It is.
I made it up years ago because this game is so glitchy. It was really hard to define anything other than just saying, "Oh yeah, time-saving glitches." So like, you know what? Whatever. We might give them a pass depending on whether or not we feel it's fair.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Chunky door.
I mean, it's tough, right? Because they didn't like it didn't move them forward, but like
no.
Yeah.
Probably cost them more time than anything else. So like whatever. It is what it is. And we have rules depending on how long it would have taken to reset the checkpoint in worst case scenario where it would have saved time. So
yeah.
All right. So the layout's looking
cubism.
sort of cubism. It looks like the layout's looking like what their PBs are. Hippie first, Funya second, SWC. SWC and Funya are closer than I would have thought, but SWC, for reference, they have been speedrunning for quite a long time, 6-something years, did a lot of variety stuff. And then they did Smash Brawl and Hat in Time, which are not skill sets I would have thought applied to Superliminal, but here they go. They're doing really well. Catching up to Funya, who currently has a time that is 30-something seconds better than them. So
the average adult can only withstand 3
wild
to
to
5
see.
dreams per night. Once this
Hippie going for the wavy cube resize.
your mind will suffer.
What is that? Oh my
Skipping
god,
the ledge grab.
strat?
Yep, you gotta skip those ledge grabs. They're just too slow, you know. Half a second? Come on, in this economy.
So funny. That is so funny. I'm glad I saw it. Oh yeah, skipping the ledge grabs. Yeah, ledge grabs suck for a variety of reasons, but I would have never thought that optimizing them out would have been
Hippie gets an extra ledge grab though. That completely undid. That completely undid the wavy cube.
All the progress that was made.
Please exit this dream as soon as possible.
Got the edge there, and then Chunky.
This Hippie's so that strat where you use the very side of the cube still works. Good.
Right. Okay. Yep, Chunky Bunny going for a... Oh! I've never seen that before.
Whoa,
Interesting.
interesting. Probably fast.
Probably fast. Yeah. Did we ever confirm that jumping up the stairs is faster? That was like a theory, like, for years.
I think we did. It's like vectors. Vectors or something. I don't know.
Hello.
It's like vectors. It just works.
Just trust me. Ooh, that was cool. Okay.
I'm not surprised that Hippie is so far ahead. In this game, it's, you know, there are the big tricks that save a fair bit of time between players, but when you look at like something like Blackout, which is mostly just walking, or like, you know, White Space, which is mostly just walking, it's all about the small stuff. And that's stuff that you can't learn by watching tutorials. That's stuff that you just have to grind down until you get better and better times.
For sure.
And Hippie has the most experience. I think SWC has slightly more experience. No. There's some... Funya and SWC have somewhat of the same sort of experience here, so we're going to see sort of a, you know, a step up. I kind of want to see SWC... Although, okay, so what does the ordering do for this? It puts them in different brackets, or is this seeding as in, like... We're gonna have a big bracket and we're gonna give people different numbers.
Well, I understand it, like, your time sort of determines where you will be in the bracket, right? So who you'll go up against in the bracket.
Okay, so this is just...
So I think this will determine your initial bracket position. I'm not sure exactly how.
Okay. Alright, so it's not like a big deal if you make big mistakes, but it's sort of getting everyone on the stage, being able to say, hey, here's all the people who are going to be running, and here's what they're looking like to start out with, and whether or not they'll beat out. Okay, so Hippie's going for Blind Maze here.
Yep, doing backwards Blind Maze, I see. So
I don't know
a sane person.
Does someone do forward Blind Maze? Because I remember there was theories about it.
Ultimate did it in the tournament and got every time in his seeding matches, which is pretty crazy.
I mean, I did either sound cues, but oh, that's stupid. For the record, as somebody who, I think my last PB was 9 months ago, I never did Blind Maze, so it's something that you don't need it to be good, but it's definitely a demonstration of like the
This
last
correlates
bits of time that
strongly
you
with
try
the
to shave off
99%
when you're
of
getting
patients who
down.
are able to follow
Yeah,
simple
forward blind is
instructions from the
madness.
standard
Madness.
orientation protocol.
It is, yeah. It's like an IL strat, but then like you can do it in full run if you really want to.
Sure. Can't save that much time compared to backwards though.
It doesn't. It's like seconds at most. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, see Chunky Bunny coming this year. Speaking of which, we'll see how that goes for them. Pretty good, looks like.
Oh,
Oh, maybe a little
okay.
slow. It's not how long the screen is black for. Okay, there we go.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even know Black Maze. So good. That's wild. That's awesome. I'm glad people do this on the regular.
Ooh, having
the
some trouble
soda's
there. You
rough.
can't actually jump right up onto that top row of boxes. That's tough.
Interesting.
I've tried. It seems like you should be able to, but it doesn't give you the ledge grab, so it's just a bit too high, I guess. Or maybe it's the exact height where you can't get on it, but it won't give you a ledge grab. I don't know. So yeah,
Black is
Hippie
busy.
still in the lead.
Yep. We're seeing the levels coming out for what is this? It's the duplication level. I never know the name.
Significant memory loss, both quantitative and qualitative.
Oh, Hippie has a little bit of trouble there. Doesn't get the
Dreaded or
one
annoying
clock
objects,
thing, but it's not that bad.
unrealistic
Oh,
beliefs
yeah.
about the lengths of hallways, and other side effects which have not yet
The
been
scary thing
discovered or
about this
which
clock and
cannot
this
be
apple and
understood.
everything is that you're more liable to get launches and everything that save time, more than you would think, actually. So there's an
Yeah.
art to doing these things more than just just clicking on things.
That's the thing, because you do these rooms so fast, it means the objects never settle down, like they're just still moving, so I mean there's always a chance you get launched.
Always super spooky.
Warning. Dr.
Very good
Pierce
red
is
apple for
frantically
Hippie.
submitting numerous
good.
spelling and
Yeah.
grammar mistakes
No,
into
this
the
is,
standard orientation protocol in a desperate attempt
Remarkable
to
for
counsel you.
tournament performance
I have
from
no
everybody
supplement
here.
to correct these errors, but I can
Yeah,
Chunky
super
Bunny
good.
doing the dancing to the music. Thank you. No one else did
Nice.
that. It was
You
just
will
me,
not receive these
me and
messages.
Chunky.
They would not make sense regardless. Attention. Dr. Pierce
This level sort of speaks for itself. There's SWC getting caught on the door
Hello,
jam there.
my introductions are
Okay,
redundant.
that can
I
happen.
am a real doctor who
It-
went to doctor school.
I think SWC
VR
is.
has never been a mistake. I can help you.
Oh, I
but
don't know my
also do
reference.
not
No.
know how.
Okay. All right. So
Transmission
yeah,
ends.
we're still looking at Hippie first, Funya second, SWC third, and Chunky fourth. Chunky will win. I'd love to see it. I would be floored to see Chunky because that would be awesome, right?
Yeah, I mean, hey, if Hippie soft locks in Dollhouse a couple times, speaking of which,
Is that a
coming up on it here.
thing? I'm trying to remember what the Softlocks dollhouse would even look like.
I mean, yeah,
Where you
accidentally-
get stuck
I
in
go
the
through a portal at an
dollhouse.
angle all over.
Hello.
That's usually how it goes.
Oh,
Glenn
But
Pierce.
Hippie is careful, he
This
wouldn't
is a
do that.
notification that you have
watch it happen! Watch it happen! Watch it
reappeared
happen!
on
Yeah, for sure.
after a
I'm not gonna.
I'm
I'm
holding
not
my
gonna
breath.
hype up.
Oh my god.
Please continue
not
to
gonna
do
hype up
whatever you did
Softbox.
most recently.
It's the
And
monkey to help
discontinue
Yeah, it's never a
whatever
good
you were
time.
doing immediately prior to
Okay.
that.
Nope. Yeah, that looks
First
good.
Dollhouse here.
Although,
Ooh, good.
how tight is he going to be squeezing into this door? Oh no, that's good. Oh wow, and blindly resizing it, and it works. Awesome.
Oh,
When you next. Is that a good size? It's really hard to determine the sizes, even as a commentator. So you can only imagine how hard it is
Yeah.
for the runners, where it matters so much. Because you want to make it as small as possible without
My name is
making it
Dr.
too
Glenn
small.
Pierce. In
Yeah, for
addition
sure.
to continuing and discontinuing as mentioned earlier, please
Coming up on the
also
fan.
disregard any unsettling
Oh, yep, fan
experiences
for-
that you may have recently had.
Oh my god. Yeah, that worked.
If this is not the case, you may be receiving.
Yep, and then
this
resizing the.
message in-
Ooh, it might be lost. Yep, that's a restart. That's a restart right there.
it's
Yep.
gone.
Yep. So sometimes if you drop it in a weird position, it'll actually clip through the bottom of the portal frame of all things, and
Yeah,
it'll
'cause
be stuck in a way that you can't move it. So
Yeah, which I think is just a result of the fact that like these portals aren't really like portals in the sense you might think.
yeah, it's
Or like
it's hacked together in a
player
horrible
teleports.
way.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. Oh, Hippie squeezes through the window. Perfect.
Yeah, it took Hippie a
Yeah,
while.
so the
That-
objects.
My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
Yeah,
And
that
I'd
was a
like to
serious
recap
time
my
loss.
favorite inspiration.
But yeah, so the
By
objects aren't actually scripted to interact with the portals at all, so they just
focus
go
on
right through.
They just fall through. Yep.
It won't spare
Funya's
you from the
caught
cage
up
of
pretty
death,
decently
the
here
pain of disease,
with
the
Hippie.
cruelty of time, the
Couple of
cold
seconds
shell of human
separating them
Yeah,
now.
both
or
both
the
about the same
eventual loss of
spot. Yeah.
everything you've ever
Yep.
held dear.
Both of them are in the vents here.
Whatever you do,
SWC
don't
being careful to
focus
try to
on
get through.
that.
Man, these windows sucked back in the day, so I'm not surprised that they're just as bad now. It's such a bummer
Yeah.
too, because it's really hard to judge the distances on those. All right, and then Chunky
Yeah.
Bunny doing the hardcore fan strat of man after my own heart. The 100th place going for the hard shit. Awesome.
For sure. Yeah,
Oh, window too big. Yeah, so when it clips into you, it's a weird size.
Emergency exit
I'm a Funya
protocol
fan.
initiated.
I
I'll
Please
support
prepare
in a
Funya.
little bit,
for your
so
Somnasculpted
my commentary might be a
experience
little bit delayed
in
here. We'll see.
9, 8.
Okay.
Error. Error logged
Oh,
by.
what? Oh, that's right. I've never
Orientation
seen this before.
Stand by
So this
for
is the
analysis.
labyrinth commentary skit stuff.
Yeah, the
Hypothesis.
dialogue
Patient was
skip.
improperly
This is
oriented.
after my time,
Conclusion.
so I'm only vaguely aware that this was a thing that was possible.
Impossible.
Oh my
Reformulated.
god. Okay, so that's all required
Totally.
so that when he gets to the end here, it goes like that. Yeah? Something along those lines?
Continue with Somnasculpt
Yeah,
therapy
basically, because I
indefinitely
think
on an
it's
independent
funny. The
basis,
developers
as
I believe
all
actually saw the
orientation
IGN
resources have been exhausted.
just stands
This
in one place
concludes
for the
your
entire
standard
labyrinth
orientation
audio,
protocol.
and they were like,
Goodbye.
"No, that's not right." So they changed it. They probably changed it for other reasons. Probably wasn't just because of that video, but they changed it so that the triggers are discrete, but you can actually jump over them,
Jump over them.
which is good.
What does Hippie do? Oh,
So
Hippie's got
that
a
just
setup
means you get to the
there.
last line faster.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so by skipping various dialogue. That is
Yeah,
fascinating.
because they also added the queuing system for audio lines. So you skip the first ones, you get the last one quicker.
How much time does that save?
Both of them
You're aware
together,
offhand?
probably around 20 seconds, but
20 seconds. Okay.
this is like 5 seconds. The second one maybe 13 seconds.
7 plus 15, 22. Okay.
Hello. My
Or whatever,
name is
you know,
Dr. Glenn
like,
Pierce,
something around
and
there.
Thank you for completing
You
the
don't have to be
Somnasculpt
exact.
standard
It's the
orientation
magnitude that
protocol.
matters, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Begin the first phase of therapy.
Alright.
I'd like to briefly
Because it varies also depending on how fast you can set them up and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone kind of at different spots of labyrinth here. Chunky Bunny, getting to audio skips here. Hippienator still in the lead, I believe. Yeah, still in the lead.
Nothing is more
Yeah,
challenging
by a
than
decent
the
margin.
Followed pretty closely by
difficulty
funya2yan though.
of
Yep.
fundamentally altering
Yeah.
your
We could-
perception.
we could
They might
see
actually
over
be
the next
pretty
couple
close
rounds.
in-game at least.
Dire,
Because
Yes.
the in-game time,
fires,
yeah,
with
this might actually be closer than it looks.
otherwise.
That's a fair point, yeah, because he's 10 seconds ahead. Hippie is 10 seconds ahead of Funya here.
Yeah, I think it's actually just about neck and neck between Hippie and Funya.
Hippie must have very fast loads then. Yeah, that must be the case.
Oh, the frame perfect trick.
Oh.
SWC runs into some trouble there. Frame.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't. My mind
That's a
wasn't
hip-
set up to listen to awful jokes, but you know what? Thank
That's
you.
a
I
Hippie
appreciate
original right there.
Gross. Disgusting.
Hippie gets punished because he doesn't get the fast pool room strat. He has to get the second cube instead of the first. So that's what he deserves. Let's be honest.
That's why he just. How rude. You can get a really fast click on the cube there, which we didn't see from Hippie. Although I don't know if that even works in the current patch, where you grab
I
it
think it's-
while still being
I
in
think
the door frame.
Yeah, I've gotten it. It still sort of works, but it's hard to time it just right.
Okay.
But yeah, you click it once and then the barrier forces you to drop it and then that teleports you, which is pretty cool.
Right.
I think that's how it works.
Yep, something along those lines.
If you are approaching a
Yep, and then you got
destabilizing dream
maze strategies. Okay, we've got the corner there, and then
Yeah, Hippie gets the perfect corner, which is cool.
yeah. And both of them in the parking lot. It's very close.
It is. 741 for
Finishing
Hippie.
on a 1741 and
Or
Funya
1741,
finishing. Yeah. Funya's going to finish on a 1740.
45 maybe. I wanna say.
46. 46,
There we
5.
go.
Wow, 5 seconds. That's wild.
Yeah,
White space could make
Hippie
a
gets a-
difference depending.
yeah. Hippie gets a pretty good paradox, I think.
Yeah, that
I
looks
wasn't
good.
paying too much. Nice. Ooh, okay, yeah. Funya losing a little time there just from a slow resize. There we go.
Mhm.
Okay,
And the
not the
grab is
fastest,
slow.
but it'll do.
And there's 3 matches that get summed together. That's what happens here.
Yeah, yeah. So there isn't really any real like competition between these 4 people specifically, but it's fun to
It's a
kind of compare and
showcase.
contrast.
Yeah. That's some chunky
Yeah.
audio. Fabio, never say that again. I don't want to hear chunky audio as a phrase if I can help it. And then white space is white space. I don't think there's really been any terribly too many improvements.
Well, we've got this checkpoint reset here. Hippie doesn't do the checkpoint reset. Interesting.
There's a checkpoint reset, huh?
It resets your size to 1. Yeah, the portal actually makes you a little bit smaller, which reduces your walking speed.
Oh, wow. Let's see if Funya does it. And
Yeah, yep, perfect. Right when you see that save icon, it's super wacky.
Interesting.
And then actually all the other portals in the level are also modeled a little weird, so you get slightly larger as you go through the level, like
Okay.
incrementally.
Right.
So like size 1.01, 1.02, that kind of thing.
So it adds up. Funya isn't just gaining time on this segment from one portal to the next. It's actually because Hippie's slightly smaller going into the next portal in comparison.
Exactly,
So
it's cumulative.
It's a cumulative time save. Interesting.
For sure, but if you ever reset checkpoint later, it'll set you back to 1 again. So.
Back to 1. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you wouldn't need to do that unless something goes like terribly wrong, like you lose your cursor or something. That would be when you need to reset.
Cursor loss should be preventable.
It is,
question
yeah.
mark.
But some people just walk backwards. They like to tempt fate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
In
SWC
2
doing the
seconds
reset.
on the whole level. 2 seconds. Interesting.
Yeah. Give or take. I think we haven't gotten like a great measure of it, but I think someone just like did a couple runs and kind of just looked at it. So it's hard to say if that's a concrete number.
And
but somewhere
all the
around
weight
there.
That it carried,
like you said earlier, it's like the magnitude of
the way
it.
I wanted to was not as easy as it used to be.
Very close between Funya and Hippie. In fact, Funya might be ahead of Hippie considering there's like a 10-second difference between them.
Well, see, I think Hippie is like 2050 going into this fall. So yeah, Hippie I think is in the lead, slightly.
He'll be down to the wire.
Yeah, we'll see. Hippie has failed chess before. We have all failed chess, to be honest. For being honest with ourselves. 2057. Okay.
Okay.
So it's good. Okay, good resize. Good resize with the chess piece. Starting out good.
Yep. And then the side. Okay. This is the same as it is. Okay.
Yeah. You can. Oh, okay. I think we're all right still. Might have been a little bit of a hiccup there, but it recovers. So that's clean. Oh, Funya misses that chess piece, dropped on the ground, has to go to the other one.
Ooh,
or decides to go
gonna be a small piece. Oh, and has to readjust as well. Ooh, this is a little brutal.
Good cheese skip.
They can make it work.
For Hippie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's close. I mean, as long as you can grab the chess piece, right? But that's the thing, is that the larger size just makes it easier.
It makes it a lot easier. Yeah.
Makes it through. That's good.
Alright. Funya getting the cheese skip as well. Looks like pretty cleanly. Very cleanly. Yep.
This was a good run for Hippie. It was like all around, just solid run. A little bit of trouble in optical, though. Other than that, pretty good.
Yeah. Chunky is underrated. This could be a PB. Well, I don't know what the timings come out to at this point, but Chunky's current PB is 24:13, so we'll see. White space takes it forever, doesn't it? Who knows? Who knows?
It does.
Everyone, look at the
SWC.
time.
Chess.
That's a
All right.
22:35.
Ooh, SWC falls through the
SWC.
chessboard.
Yep, that's right. 22:35. Okay, so Funya is going to be ever so slightly behind coming into this.
Yeah, maybe like 7 seconds, maybe 8, 9, 10. 10
Looks like we're going to be looking at 10, I think. So it'll be a 45.5. That's my guess.
Unless we get sub 1
Little-
retrospect, but that's
And
unreliable.
44.7. I
Pretty
forgot
good.
how fast retrospect went. Ooh, a little bit big for SWC, but I think they'll reset
It's the checkpoint.
Okay, all right, then we're
That's
good.
good. That's a relief. Yeah, a little bit nerve-wracking there. That checkpoint is pretty generous, though. It's there's a good, like, it's got a good size to it, fortunately.
Yeah, it's got a fair bit that sticks out. It's a strategy that's been there for a while. I don't think it's ever been
It's funny,
faster, though, unfortunately.
this is a tangent, but in co-op mode, because the checkpoints are just teleports, that checkpoint will just put you outside the door and you just fall out again.
Oh,
Brutal. It's just tragic.
I did not know that. That's funny. Oof.
Alright, Chunky Bunny coming up to chess.
Yep.
Going for the
Looks like
middle line of squares.
a hefty piece. I guess the closer set of squares does have a smaller walking distance, but
Theoretically, yeah, but only if you can resize the chess piece fast enough. That's not a huge time loss.
It's not bad. Co-op sounds like it's bad.
It's pretty rough. I mean, it's not that it's bad. It's just that you have to know what you're getting into, right? Which is a pretty scuffed experience. It's not. It's not what I call Opti at this point. It's definitely like a Steam beta type thing rather than a fully coded feature. We'll say that.
All right. Yeah. So I didn't get Funya's time, but Hippie's first time
right.
here is a.
That's right. That was an ace. I forgot that was asynchronous, so we wouldn't have time to check the timer.
I think. Oh,
That's funny. We were talking about how
22:47.
close it was to Hippie. This run was recorded like who knows a couple days ago. But yeah, 22:44.7.
That is 8 seconds off of their PB. That's wild.
That's quite good. Yeah.
SWC has a 23:49. Very good. And then Chunky's gonna have a 25XX.
Just missed sub
25.
25. That's a little. That's rough.
That is rough, but here we are. All right.
Nice.
First
Solid runs.
Yeah. 249. Yeah, all decently close to PBs, which is super interesting.
Yeah, for
Not what I
sure.
would have expected. All right. Get her going to the next set, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll take a moment to see if people want to break.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. I don't know what the highest score. No. this is golf.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry,
exactly.
game.
Yeah, 25 points. Chunky Bunny, our winner. We love to see it. Round of applause. I love that title screen they've got going on over there. That's awesome.
The title screen used to be super boring, and now look at them.
Now it's epic.
It's epic. Yeah. Oh, and it's raining. There you go. All right. I believe Chunky's taking a break. Com said
Okay.
Chun-Li won. It's true. I am not allowed to make that determination. Neither is Arc. So unfortunately, as much as we'd love to say Chunky gets seed
we're not the brains behind this operation.
we're not the arbiters. No, you'll have to talk to George. Hippie is clearly the teacher. he's the substitute teacher who walks in and plays a movie for 45 minutes. Yep, that's correct, Fabio. That's what I'm getting. Chunky is on top. Chunky. So here's the thing, guys. if Chunky gets a really small, if he gets like lower on the seed, then he's gonna have a better chance beating everyone who comes next. No,
Yeah,
that's not
exactly.
true. It'll be way cooler for him to be beating everybody who he encounters next. So
Exactly.
was this the first race? That's correct, Alter. We have approximately the same PB order, except Funya was a lot closer to Hippie than at least I expected, and then but everyone else was pretty close to their PBs. So
I think we might be going right into the next set here. We'll see. I'll check the Discord chat.
oh yeah. Oh sure. For people who are not here at the very beginning, Funya has to do a series of inputs according to Tech, who organized this ahead of time. So Funya is actually not doing this live. Funya is doing this pre-recorded because they weren't able to make it. So that's why it was a bunch of weird stuff, and it's going to be out of sync no matter what we do. So. Yeah, sure. Let me know. As you heard, next match is not at undefined, unfortunately, as much. Oh, they can't. Oh, they can't hear you.
What's going on?
Oh, you're just a voice in my
Okay.
imagination.
Right.
Oh, so I'm talking
We're
to
talking
nobody
to
right
no
now?
one.
So what you're saying
Yeah.
is
Wow.
the next
You
match
look
is
crazy.
not undefined and undefined. It's actually tomorrow at 11 p.m. featuring Snoop Dogg. I don't know. Who are the names? Can I have the names, please? Oh, in tournament staff. Thank you. Featuring, a Tao and Wu, Pathetic, The Mind 2001, and The Real Derek Young.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Tune in for that tomorrow.
Yeah.
11 p.m. EST.
11
That's
p.m.
Eastern Standard Time for all you people out there who don't know acronyms.
It does not follow daylight savings time. Otherwise, it would have been EDT. Anyways, the race is
Exactly.
starting.
Yes. Geez. Boards. Oh,
This
Hippie
is
has
a
some trouble
dream.
with the board. Here we
You
go.
did not wake up.
You might say he's a little bit
Please
bored
complete the
of
remaining
this
orientation
this game.
activities.
Might say he's getting a little bit bored
I gotta
with
go.
induction.
I
Home
gotta
environment
leave.
perceived during eyelids should reflect a typical mental state. If you believe
Oh,
your
misses
mental
that.
state was
Misses the
compromised by
cube. That's rough.
self-destruct, please
Yeah,
provide a
that is brutal
comprehensive
on the
rational
cube,
explanation
unfortunately.
in your
Oh wow, so we're
post-procedural survey.
we're a lot closer with
Completed
everybody.
surveys may be
Funya's
eligible for a gift
behind
card.
Chunky even. Oh wait, but it is out of sync. Oh yeah, so
Oh
forget
right,
what
and
I
also
said.
yeah, that's true. We're not really asynchronous, all that.
So
Please stand by for polite recognition on your
no, y'all can
completion of
pretend.
the
Y'all can
Ooh.
pretend
Okay, so
Chunky's ahead of
Funya
Funya.
missed the
You did it.
Funya missed the
To
sign the first time.
maximize the
That's
time
tough.
allotted for your therapeutic
Yeah.
journey, please
Oh,
do not
Chunky
delay
gets
when
a
proceeding
much
through
better
the final
time with the
doorway
cheese
as
there.
indicated.
Holy
Yep,
smokes!
Hippie, good cheese
Are we
as well.
looking at? Okay, SWC gets a
This is close. Quite close.
158, 159,
Two minutes.
2
Wow, this is
minutes,
close. This is
and then
shockingly
Funya's
close. And Funya's
wow,
gonna be like a 158, 159. Yeah,
159.5,
159.5.
0.1
This is
second
close.
ahead of
Wow,
Hippie.
very
Induction's just
exciting.
like that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sub 2 was a legendary mark. And the fact that everyone pretty much got it is
Yeah.
amazing.
It really is. I mean, honestly. Yeah. I
What's the
forget
IL
what
time
induction
like?
is at now. Is induction might be sub 140, which is insane at this point. I don't know. I haven't
What?
checked recently. I mean,
I think the
A-Rock once
last time I
again.
remember, the last time I
A-Rock,
remember it was 148. Wow.
yeah, yeah.
What?
It was for a long time.
Man.
Then Pi got the 145. Then A-Rock came in
Hello,
and just
my
steamrolled
name is
everyone.
Dr. Glenn Pierce.
Just
And
absolute
I'd like to talk to
domination.
you about being special.
We've got some ledge grabs
So
going on
special,
here
in
with the
fact,
sign,
that we have
which
no
isn't
idea
optimal, but
where
you know,
you
it's not a
are.
huge deal.
But not to
Gonna
worry.
happen.
We're working on it.
Good movement there with the cube for Hippie. We'll see how the jump resize goes. All
Chunky
right,
gets a good.
goes good this time. That's awesome.
Wow. I believe Chunky is ahead. Chunky is not in last place, everybody. Go nuts. Go nuts. Who even grabs the door for the slope strategy
My
here?
name is Dr.
Good.
Glenn Pierce.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
it's funny how quickly that door went from being like a thing you like some people do, some people don't, to just being like a thing people just do. Yeah.
Because I don't think it's faster, but if people
not
are doing
much.
it, then
It's a cool
there
strat
must be
though, you know.
some
It's just neat, I guess.
swag. It's swag. That's all.
Exactly. There's the other strat where you use it as a ramp to go up the other side, just skipping the stairs entirely. But that one is fairly unreliable, and that one like is really a question of like how deep you want to go, you know.
It's also a very precise strat where if you climb under the stairs, you can reset checkpoint to avoid climbing the stairs.
That's
but
true.
I don't know if that was ever proven
That's
faster.
You should also find
I think you could probably execute it a certain way, and it probably would be, but there's a lot of stuff that could go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically faster is one of those.
Oh, dude, Chunky walked through the portal there. That is such a bummer.
Oof. That's tough. Was that an angle?
I think it was like slightly tipping, so
Yeah, that's
it was
tough.
a walkthrough, unfortunately. Love that glitch.
This is an automated
Wow, 3 people are
message for all
loading at the
patients
same
who
time.
attempted to use an
Good
alternate
lineup.
pathway to access the
awesome.
next
No, I think
phase of
Funya's like 10
somnal
seconds ahead of everyone
therapy,
else,
but who
so
have become trapped in a dream state paradox
just
instead.
pretend it's closer than it
Your
is. It makes it more
decisions imply
exciting.
a failure of
Exactly.
orientation, which reflects negatively on the standard orientation protocol. You will rectify this failure immediately.
Alright, good resize there for Hippie. Skips
Mhm.
the ledge grab, like going onto the half cube. Gets a pretty good ledge grab onto the into the door, which is nice.
Professional
Right.
tip: the average
It's the
adult
it's the
can
little
only
things that
withstand
matter in
3 to
cubism.
5 dreams per
It's a
night.
lot of little things in
Once this
cubism.
threshold is eclipsed by entering
Resize.
more
Ooh.
Oh,
dreams,
Hippie has
your
that
mind
wavy
will
cube thing
suffer an
down. That's
explosive
awesome.
mental overload, reorienting you for the emergency exit
Are
protocol.
you
Please subject yourself
Wow,
to
Hippie gets slowed down on the
mental
stairs there.
overload.
I don't think he did that right. I don't know what the right way to do it was, but that didn't look like the right way. So who knows?
Interesting.
Please note that a
Oh yeah, you can do
reluctance
just
to
the straight up.
volunteer for
Yeah,
the risks
okay, so it is a ledge grab,
associated
but it
with
takes
explosive mental
the
overload
cost in
implies a
movement. There's no way
misunderstanding of all
that's
other solutions, all
I don't
of which
know.
are far more traumatic and likelier
It
to
should be
result in
faster if you do it quick
I am
enough.
not
You don't
capable of
deviate very much from
suboptimal
that straight line
suggestions.
path, supposedly.
Please exit this dream as soon as possible.
I don't know.
The thing is it's pretty low risk. Like if you mess up the resize, you just end up doing a ledge grab, which isn't like awful necessarily.
Unless you drop the cube and make it smaller.
That's
or
true.
something,
Then it's
you're
brutal.
in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
Funya not jumping down this slope.
we're down the tunnel to start falling faster. See, yeah, so Funya, for people who don't know, has had 3 glitchless runs. Started in June of 2021, and
My name is
they have a
Dr. Glenn
2239,
Pierce,
which is
and
26th place, which
despite
is
the
madness.
waterfall
But the
syringe-
That's true,
comment
that's
on their
crazy.
run
You've just
is, how can I make it 1 minute
you'll be
faster?
experiencing feelings of
Yeah, well,
So they are
I think I saw that.
aspirations.
Why do I feel like everything
You know
Um,
what? I respect it.
even
You got to
when
start
the sun
somewhere,
is
right?
shining?
The other thing, I know Funya from, well, I don't know them from it, but they do Ori in the Blind Forest, which, again, another 2D platformer. I don't know how the skill set applies, but they're super good at least one game, which is Lumione, and then they're also almost top 3 in Ori in the Blind Forest in a couple categories. So they have the grind and the determination, and also apparently the skill, because they've made it this far in such little time. We could be seeing Funya having world record or very close to it sooner rather than later. Who is currently first? I can walk you through it. Hippie is currently first. Oh, actually, it's hard to tell. Funya or Hippie, it's very close between them.
I think
I'm
it's
willing-
Hippie. There's enough
My
walking
name is
distance
Dr.
between
Glenn
them.
Pierce,
But
That's
and
probably
I
fair.
no,
but
it's
then
actually
I
pretty
think
feelings
close.
of worthlessness and
Yeah,
self-doubt I mentioned
I don't know.
before.
Hippie's probably first, then Funya, somewhere in between there, and then SWC is next, and then Chunky
You
Bunny
know,
has
everyone else is enjoying. And that's exactly why
falling
we're
behind
here to
just
help.
a bit.
fallen behind. How rude! How disrespecting a hero!
Just a little
Please do
though.
not start a war in chat over Chunky
Oh
Bunny.
my
If you
God,
win
what
Hippie,
have
I
I
will.
You are
done?
advised to subject yourself to explosive mental overload by descending
Oh,
into
falls into the
additional
pit.
dreams,
Oh,
but have
it's
now
over.
descended into
Oh,
a dream
pack it
within
in,
a
boys.
dream instead.
If anyone has
Disorienting
real
yourself
questions,
even further.
feel free to ask. I will
You
try
are
to pay more
responsible for
attention.
failing to
Although,
make
yeah, there's
this
a lot of
crucial
chunky spam,
distinction.
but that's okay. Look,
Fell
I'm
into
glad
the
people
pit.
are hyped
That's
over this
brutal.
run. I'm glad people are hyped
For
over.
sure, this is audience engagement right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd love
When
to
am I
see
coming
it.
back to Glass? Oh, I don't know. It's such a big ask. There used to be a thing where I had like the borderline
Did you know
between
that
like what
unintentional
meant like a decent
multi-3
run.
layering
People would
occurs in
have
less
the
than
sub Gelly
1% of
emote is still in the
patients? This
server,
correlates
and they would put that
strongly
under
with
runs to be like,
99%
oh
of
yeah, now
patients
you're
who are
actually
able to
like
follow simple
you're pretty good
instructions
now.
from the
But
standard
now my run is like
orientation
60
protocol.
fucking fourth, so nobody cares about my run anymore. So
Is
I
it
gotta keep
really?
up appearances at some point. Yeah,
Is it really?
I'm
That's insane. I remember like
not.
just like it feels like just a few months ago you got like a top 20 or something, right? You
I
came
think I would have
back
been 20,
for a tournament.
20 something. Yeah, I came back for a tournament. Got a okay time, but that was before cutscene skip, so I have
Okay,
to
I guess
relearn
that was like
everything.
years ago, practically.
Not,
Oh my
not
god,
years ago, but like
eons,
9 months
centuries.
ago.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
I'm sure
while.
there's a bunch of other things in the meta that I don't know. I wish I'd so Gelly. Jiffy PVAJ, hello. Nice to see you around. Over Gelly, so Gelly.
Hey, I know that guy.
Sub Gelly and over Gelly. I mean, there's me. I will never be sub Gelly, nor will I be over Gelly.
No, I don't believe I am Green ArcMage, unfortunately. I don't know who that is, but hopefully they're incredible.
Is that a
Hopefully
Super
the
Mario
association is
World?
perfect.
Might be a Super Mario World runner. No, that's green. It's another green.
Attention. Dr. Pierce requires
You picked an
to
awful
note the
color
following risks
for
of
having no
dreamlike
color.
exposure.
Oh,
Significant
is that
memory
single
loss,
clock?
both
Oh,
quantitative and
Yeah.
qualitative.
oh,
It's the meta at this
Hallucinations
point.
of dreaded or
It's a little
annoying
slow though.
objects,
You can actually do it without any ledge
unrealistic
grabs.
beliefs about the lengths of
But
hallways,
you know,
and
whatever.
other side effects
It's
because
weird
you have
because
to
the clock
flick up fast.
discovered or which cannot
and the
be
way the slope
understood.
works, it usually doesn't let you jump at the right time. So you have to get right up next to the door, and then the clock settles down, and then you jump. So it's like a little bit of a difference. Yeah,
Interesting.
that's just something I've noticed. But if it all works out, it's very, very quick.
But you have to beat the clock leveling out because the clock is one of those objects that wants to stay flat, correct? So you
Yeah,
have
the
to
trick
go
is that you
fast
get it-
enough to have it be
Yeah.
angled.
It's the muscle memory. You have to make sure it's at an angle, leaned up against the wall for sure. But once
Might have
it's
been
just
an
the
IL
movement,
strat.
right? Once you've got the movement, it's just like kind of get that muscle memory.
It's a pear bagel cat.
You will not receive these messages.
Because the
They do
character
not
is
make sense
Senorita
regardless.
Pear from a random DeviantArt post from 2012. So there's your answer.
Dr.
Is
Pierce
Hippie first?
continues to input significant
Super hard to
errors.
tell still, I
will
think.
interpret his basic ideas. Hello,
Funya
my
has longer
introductions
loading
are
time, so I
ready.
think we'll
I
start
am
to
a
see
real
it
doctor
catch
who
up,
went
but
to doctor
it's
school.
still super hard to
VR
tell.
has never been a mistake.
Yeah.
I can help you, but
Yeah,
I
for
also
sure.
do not know
We'll see what
how.
time Hippie ends clone
Transmission
here.
ends.
Mm-hmm. Clone, that's the name of the level. Yeah.
Yeah. Gets the
11-2.
1102.
Okay.
Very cool.
11.0.2, and then Funya. Yeah, it'll be close, very close. So
Yeah.
a big mistake from.
It's like 8 seconds. I know that the load takes, or the fade out takes 8 seconds because I memorized it for optical any percent IL, so I knew when to reset.
4.9 seconds.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then SWC is an
Hello,
11:24,
my name
so that's
is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
decently close for halfway
This
through
is
the
a
run.
notification
And
that you
then
have reappeared on
Chunky
our
Bunny is
monitoring
not too far
system
behind.
After a prolonged
Yeah.
absence. Please
So yeah, once
continue
again
to
going
do
into
whatever
Dollhouse.
you did most recently, and
Fairly difficult
discontinue
level.
Whatever you were doing immediately.
It's
See how it goes for everyone.
it's the sort of level that the difference between someone who's like decent, like me level, and the difference in someone who's great is 30 seconds. It's
For sure.
because there's not only is there the precision in being able to make the right sort of moves and lines, but also the sizing
close.
makes all the difference. Yeah, so Hippie was
Absolutely.
really close there, but that was still a very, I mean, considering you kind of want to squeeze through because you'll save time through the rest of the level being smaller on the way through.
Hello.
If he ditches radius skip,
Pierce.
it's an unforgivable offense.
And discontinuing as mentioned
Radio? Is that to like skip the slope?
Yeah, just
With the
you
radio?
just skip the stairs. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like it saves
like-
like 0.5. It's kind of a meme. It's just a meme. We love it though.
Yeah, the only thing I'd resize the radio to do was to make it super big so the music was funny, and that was about it.
Nice. That's probably equivalent, honestly.
This fan strategy,
My name is Dr.
is
Glenn Pierce,
nuts to me.
and I'd
Because
like
Yeah,
to
it's
this is
pretty
something
annoying.
that only Jogo would do. Maybe Jiffy,
The
I else.
worst thing you
And
can do is focus
now
on
everyone,
negativity.
it's the domain of
It won't
everyone.
The
scare you in a
thing.
cage of
It's one of those
death.
things
Oh.
where if you
Pain,
think about it,
disease,
you fail
the
it, right?
cruelty of time,
Like the moment you're like,
cold
oh, okay, here's what I'm
picture
gonna do this with the
of
fan. It
eventual
just doesn't
loss of
work
Everything you've ever
because
held
your
dear.
brain just
Whatever you do, don't focus
brain
on
gets in
that.
the way. Also, the ledge grab up onto the
Hello,
middle part of the
my
window,
name
like
is Dr. Glenn
Ooh, Chunky's
Pierce,
close.
and I'd like to
Oh,
the triggering
that looked
Ah,
suspiciously
that's
small to me. I was
awful.
hoping it would have worked.
23 emergency
yeah, that
protocols.
seems like it would work to me.
This will assist
Oh,
us
oof.
greatly
Oh,
in
that's
improving the
also
system
yeah.
for
They're up
future
against the
patients.
wall is the problem.
Congratulations. Anyway, you're now headed in the right direction.
The resize in the tunnel. That's a new-ish development, or it's one of those optimizations that
Yeah.
you wouldn't think of unless you were. Oh my god, the resize in the keyhole. That's a funny
Emergency
one.
exit protocol initiated. Please prepare to conclude your
I wasn't watching
Also,
to
I
see
remember
her
when
work.
I was
in
oh,
10,
sorry, yeah.
9.
Oh, Funya lost some decent time here,
Error
according to what I can
log
tell. I don't know. I
Orientation
wasn't
protocol.
watching.
Yeah.
Stand by.
So
for
fortunate.
Yeah, it seems like a little
analysis.
bit of time for sure. But should still be not too far behind Hippie.
Mm-hmm.
And Hippie, I think, pulled off
Hypothesis.
first audio skip, which
Patient
is
was
good.
improperly oriented. Conclusion.
Conclusion. Impossible
Impossible.
reformulating. Okay, yeah, so he did.
Reformulating.
Oh, misses the second one
Oh,
first time. He didn't hit the trigger though, so that's good.
Oh,
You can
okay.
just try, you
Interesting.
can just try again, yeah.
Okay.
You gotta
It's
be
not as bad as
careful.
I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
Instruction.
But it's just it's
Continue
like a
with
3-second
Somnus
time loss because you gotta
therapy
jump again
indefinitely on
and
an
do the setup again. But
independent
it's not.
basis as all
It's not like a.
orientation
Not the
resources
end
have
of the
been
world.
exhausted.
No.
Yeah.
This concludes your standard orientation protocol. Goodbye.
Oh, interesting. Funya might have missed it. Nope, Funya got the second one. Okay. There's this weird little dynamic where sometimes if you don't jump off the light fixture, there's like a thing where sometimes you'll hit the trigger, sometimes you don't. So like the
Ooh,
I
it's a
think in
gamble.
I think yeah the IL like in A-Rock in the Labyrinth IL is just YOLOs it and it's just like we'll see what happens, which is crazy to me.
To be fair, it's the intro to the level, so like you can get
It
away
is.
with having a reset based on a 50-50 gamble, but
Very true.
ugh.
Ooh, resizing the keyhole does not go well for Chunky Bunny. That's unfortunate. Gonna have to do that. Which
There
is,
you go.
ooh, that's fairly slow, but you know what? That's fine. Not gonna worry
It
about
is
it.
what it is.
My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. Thank you for completing
Lineups,
the
not
Solid
setups.
Skull standard
Wait, Gelly, did we have
orientation
setups to press the clock faster back in the day? Yeah, I definitely had lineups. I used to use the water cooler, which is something that no one else seemed to do. Yeah,
I use
For
that. That's
the-
pretty good.
awesome.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah, I
one
like
of the
that.
lineups that I used to use that nobody else liked. Yeah, no,
than the
lineups were a big
difficulty of
thing
changing perspective.
a couple of months after the game came out because we sort of realized, yeah, flailing around is dumb and you have time. So
Yeah.
I did not invent anything. I forget who did. I think it's a Jogo thing. I would not be surprised. Jogo came up with clipping. I wanted to call it Jogo Soda, but no one came on board with it, and so now call it launches.
Oh man.
I'd set a button.
Oh my god. Jogo Soda would have been so much better though.
Yeah, exactly. No one was on board, and that's just what it is. Funky skipping the second skip completely. What are you talking about? Oh, he's stuck with the dialogue. It is
That's
what it
rough.
is, you know.
Ooh, Hippie pulls off a little bit like of a slower version of the fast pool room strat, but it's still.
Where you do you just like keep walking and you pick up the cube before it respawns? Is that like the big
Yeah,
thing?
for sure. I think I remember. Yeah, I think a while ago. Yeah, I think you posted a strat video where you just jump and grab the cube, like as you jump, which is pretty good.
Oh, where you go off of the life preserver. Yeah, I think that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, you can still
Maybe
go
we're
off
not
the
there.
life preserver, but it's a little bit slower.
Is that
Like I remember, I think you like originally you were like made a video where you showed like you can jump off the dice and then grab it without turning around, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yes.
Now it's the strat, which is awesome.
If you are approaching a destabilizing dream weight.
Yeah, the hallway mazes that used to be a thing where people wouldn't go diagonally. they would go left, forward, backwards, and you would take the cardinal directions. But nowadays, people take the diagonal line, which makes way more sense. I think that was my fault. I have an MS Paint diagram in Discord somewhere, and I was like, can't we just not do that? And I was like, oh, yeah. So you're welcome. I don't want to take credit for things because it makes me sound like either an old guard or a braggart, but like, oh yeah, Burl, yes. I don't remember what the exact acronym was, but it's like the level is loading right now. Yeah, it used to be the case. If you ever play on Legacy, the loading screens are really lame. If I remember correctly. They're all or are they? Maybe I'm making shit up. It's totally... Who knows? Someone else should go find out. Go look at a super old run by, like, one of these super old guard guys. I did not invent time. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
it's
before
interesting.
Gelly, we didn't know how to evaluate runs. We were just like, oh,
Who's
that
that?
looks pretty good.
It's Gelly.
Just like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's fine. All right. I'm noticing, and it's kind of weird because, like, with Hippie, because like people should be doing this, and maybe there's like a reason why I'm missing out. But like, whenever there's a hole and you're going to be falling into it, why don't people preemptively jump so that they're falling faster by the time that they get to the hole?
Yeah,
just
most
like
people
don't do
for
it?
most of the holes, most people do it, but it's one of those things. Chunky misses the fast cube thing. But anyway, I think it's one of those things where, especially with hits that like are a little weird or that you can't tell exactly, I think the logic is, especially in white space where the depth perception is all poor. I think people are just like, it's just not worth it. Right?
Interesting. I don't know if there's a lot to
right
lose,
at the edge of the pit.
Mm-hmm.
If you jump right at the edge of the pit, you just end up like going upwards and then falling back down instead of falling straight down like you would normally. So there is some time loss, like if you jump too late. But yeah, totally. I think there's theoretically no downside if you just jump preemptively early, right? You just say, all right, I'm going to err on the side of jumping too early rather than too late.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to bother Hippie about it because, of course, he runs glitchless all the time, so...
True. It's true. He's the expert, basically.
It's not true. You're more of an expert than he is when it comes to challenge mode speedruns.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's right. I added all of. What did I find? Oh yeah, I found like a dumb checkpoint abuse thing. That's right. And Hippie hasn't bothered to run challenge percent since I found it, so I was able to just steal the world record.
Awesome. If you miss time, it loses time. That's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that from a jump, but there's a video by Samwise. Okay. That's cool.
Oh yeah, Samwise. He's our man. Chunky Bunny has a little bit of trouble with the clinic, but that's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it, guys. We're fine. Everything's okay.
That grab is so weird. Oh, got the launch through the sign.
Nice.
Perfect.
Huge time save. Huge win, really.
it's a swag win.
Absolutely.
Everything matters. Okay. Let's see.
Hippie coming up to chess. All right. Good.
Okay.
Good timing with the grabs.
Yeah, this should be
that
good.
Timing is something that until very recently I just could not get. I'd always miss the chess piece.
It's very small. So
yeah.
It is a timing thing instead of a positional thing. This video by Samwise on everything, that's awesome. Invented learning.
Yep, Gelly invented time.
Who's that? I'm Gelly. Please. There's no Gelly in the community. There's Jiffy, who I guess is a peanut butter.
Right. Similar sounding name. Sort of, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I get it. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. Very good.
Yeah.
Missed that
Except
one.
I'm not Jelly. If I was Jelly, it would be with the J. Oh,
that's right. You're Gelly.
I'm
a fool.
Thank you.
There
we go. We got there.
Finally. I learned something today. I think I already knew that. My brain just forgot.
I get really angry. I pretend to get really angry on it about
It's
on a regular
justified,
basis.
100%. I get it. I get it, man. That's all right.
The hippie looks dead inside. Good for him.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, 22-28. Wow,
that's solid.
that's even
Yeah,
better. Yeah,
they're very good.
Funya, not too dissimilar. Although I think the fall is like 15 seconds in total. If you look at here, is it GIF or GIF? So why can't Gelly be pronounced jelly? Because I says so. I would have definitely spelled it jelly if I wanted it to be jelly, but I did not. So
Yeah, I think there's actually the GIF thing is not like a closed case either. Still,
the creators said one way, so I would say
okay,
that would
but
be
listen,
a close case, but they could be
listen,
wrong. That's correct.
listen. Does the creator of a medium get to decide the name
Usually,
of the medium?
unless
Mm.
the medium extends far past their cultural relevance within it, which I guess GIF that sort of is the
Exactly.
case.
It's the definition of that. I have no idea who invented the GIF. Some random guy, probably.
Graphical
Now, 1 to
interchange
2
format
was not
was
as
invented
easy as it
by
used to be.
1990s, so I'm not going to remember the name, but
Yeah, I'd
he said
say,
it was GIF.
I'd say his opinion is not the not the
It's not the end
definitive
all be
answer.
all. SWC has a 2315. Is that is 1 second off SWC's PB?
Wow,
Congratulations.
that's close. Yeah,
fucking
that's an awesome run.
Graphical.
You're well beyond dreaming now.
It is
and
not
further out
graphical
than
interchange for.
anyone has
What's the
ever
tournament
come back
record so
from.
far? Matthew,
But we
this is
hope
the
that you
seeding
won't
set.
be
So
discouraged.
we're just
After
having
all,
people run
if
3
this
runs in a row,
subject is
summing their
pure
times, and then
perspective,
giving them a seed based
isn't
on
it
that.
also
We
a
currently
place
have
where
an
a
Excel
different point of
document
view could
for
make
nerds
anything
to be able
possible?
to determine who's going to get what
Isn't
seed.
that what you
But for
came
now, we're
here
currently not doing like the tournament. This is more like this is the beta version of the tournament. We're figuring out the layouts. We're figuring out who's doing what. We're figuring out how schedules are going to work. It's just an introductory thing. What's the best time so far? Yeah, SWC, I'd like to see a PB from you. Let's do it. What's the best time so far? 22.5, I think. That's what
Yeah, I
Fabio
think
said.
Fabio got a good one.
Damn.
Hrvatsky also got a very good one, but actually fell out of the portal in optical, so that's like with a 35-second time loss, which is kind of nuts.
Wow.
Hrvatsky like almost like what's our one?
Hrvatsky. I'm just rolling the name over in my head. Continue.
Oh yeah, no worries. I was worried I'd mispronounced it. I made a fool of myself. But yeah, Hrvatsky. I think that's how it's pronounced.
It's
almost
Croatian
got like
and Croatian, so I think you got it.
Okay. But yeah, almost would have gotten like a sub 2, which is just ridiculous.
Wow. The comment on their personal best is a horse. Nice to meet you, Hrvatsky.
Yep.
Arok is in the race. Yeah, I'm curious because Arok has the best time, but do they have the consistency for it?
I'm
Who
pretty sure they
knows?
do. It only took him like 300 runs to get that record.
Oh, gross. All right, well, all
He's
right,
a
yeah, just
portal.
pack
He's
it
a
up.
portal guy. Or I guess I don't know. I don't
Turn,
know their pronouns, but yeah, they are
tournament is
a
over.
portal person. Like 3,000 hours in CS:GO, I think is what they say. So. I can't even be mad. That's like those
That'll
qualifications are impeccable.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah,
And then
third
700
place
hours in
glitchless portal
but
time.
whatever.
What a jeez. Damn. All right. And then
Will the
2519
tournament be
from Chunky
multiple
again.
runs? Will the tournament be multiple runs as well, or just one? That's a great question. I don't know.
Should be
unfortunately.
BO3 because it's going to be
It should
pair-offs.
be.
But if it's not best of 3, then I guess not. It should be double elimination, so you have to lose 2 sets. But I actually don't know what the matches are. So okay, matches are best of 3. Okay. Yeah. So currently, Hippie had a 22-28, 22-35. Funya had a 22-36. I'm just marking these down for my personal knowledge.
Yeah. Once
so
again,
Funya
within 8 seconds of Hippie. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, so Funya is only 16 seconds behind Hippie.
Yeah.
SWC's got a ways to go before getting to Funya, but we could see Funya absolutely botch this last round. Who knows? And then
That could
Chunky's got a
happen.
couple 25s. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Your PB is a 2406. Oh, so you didn't post your 2406. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because the PB that I saw was 2419. Does that mean you're still 100th place, Chunky, if you're here? Oh, yeah. For the people who are here but weren't at the previous 2 runs, Funya is doing a series of movements prescribed by our tech lead, George, so that Funya could prove, even though this is a pre-recorded run, this was watched by somebody and done live and not spliced together. So
That's
that's
cool.
the situation.
Nice.
Funya is not doing this live because they were not able to run with everybody else at this time slot. That's okay. It's a seeding thing. Nothing bigger than that. But just know that's why things are going to be off kilter slightly for Funya compared to everyone else. So, all right. I think we're ready to go. I think, yeah, it looks like Hippie's counting down.
Going right into it. Nice.
All right. Here we go.
Very cool.
It'll go to best of 5 further on. Interesting. They're changing the tournament. Okay.
Best of 5, you say? Huh.
That's
gonna
what
be...
Bagel Cat is saying. She, I don't know if she's in charge, but she seems to know what's going on.
Yeah, I trust Bagel Cat. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's going to be kind of a grind, but that could be fun. Best of 5.
Oh, God.
Gives everyone a good opportunity to get a good run, which is nice.
Bagel is best. Yeah, so cheese and door frame. Cheese and door frame is such a weird strategy.
Kind of
I don't know if
is.
that was a Nguyen special or not.
This
This
is all before my time. I just showed up and I was like, oh, that's how things are done. All right, no worries.
I mean, yeah, that's basically what I'm here for, is to be the old man who is like, I remember when bagels were invented. And it's like, all right, put on the oxygen mask, Gelly. You know, that's what I'm here for, is to provide the color commentary, because I have no idea what's going on most of the time, and it's just how it is. There used to be a strat for induction. I want to talk about this real quick. I don't know if we determined it was faster or not. You know that hallway right before the sign area? Yeah. It is 0.1 seconds slower to take the hallway to the left.
Nice.
And then take the hallway to the right instead of going straight forward.
Because we have definitive evidence. Yeah, because I remember in the IGN video, Loris goes through the portal. But then when I started watching actual recent runs when I first started out, no one did it. So I was like, okay, noted.
I forget who timed it, but it was very close. So
what is that spin from SWC? Interesting.
It's a strategy.
It's something.
I don't know.
There's some deep magic going on here that I don't know about. Anyway, optical.
Yeah, optical.
Once again, everyone pretty close together, it seems like. Everyone in optical, at least.
Clustered together in optical. I mean, induction is just going to be like that. It's going to filter out people based on how comfortable people feel with certain strats in induction, you know? I mean,
yeah.
People are going to be close, but it's going to be like a pretty good indicator of the rest of the SWC knows too much. Someone had an absurdly high DPI in this game. And they could do stupid things. And I think they were trying to rotate clocks before that was a big, or things that would, try to keep level before that was a thing.
If he misses the jump there, that's unfortunate. Oh, misses the regrab there.
Yeah.
Might misses that too. Yep. Yeah, it's one of those mental things where you fail that cube. You fail one thing with the cube, and the cube just gets to you, you know? It's in your head.
There is no way spinning around really fast lags the game in that way. As somebody who has worked with a game where saving causes the right sort of lag to make you fall faster, I know for a fact that this game is not one of those games. So,
yeah, Unity physics is pretty standardized.
Well, that's the funny part, is that's a Unity game.
Oh, seriously? Okay, ignore me then. Oh my god.
Realist Masterpiece Edition. Y'all should... No, I'm not going to advertise. But yeah, there's... I don't know if there's any weird...
Nice.
Yeah, Real Mist, yeah. you can save in that game and it causes lag and that shoots you down depending on how high your FPS is. Are there high FPS strats? Yeah, there's high FPS strats in this game, but it's not going to be in glitchless because you want to
Launches.
avoid launches. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's theoretically low FPS strats for glitchless where you jump a little bit higher, but then you're
That
at like
sounds
20
right.
FPS, and it's excruciating. Yeah, you lose more
You're not
time
gonna
because
be
you
able to-
can't play the game properly.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I know from experience. I'm
I
the
don't
old
think
man
you
who
can. You found
used to
one.
play on terrible FPS.
You
Yeah,
can't like
decent optical
VSync
for
your FPS to be lower than like 20 though, right? Like nobody's tried to get really high jumps at 1 FPS yet.
That sounds
At least if you-
not
This is
very
an
fun.
automated message
If you
for all
could do it,
patients
you
who
would
attempted
need to
use
use
an
external
alternate
hardware.
pathway to
Launches aren't
access
high at
Yeah,
all.
I mean, I
jumps
know-
really lower.
I know at 20
You have
FPS you can
become
skip
trapped
the
in a
cube in
dream state
induction. You
paradox
can get on that
instead.
ledge.
Your decisions imply a
Like that
Oh,
first
wow.
cube where you have to put it on the button, grab it off the button, and then use it to jump on
That
the
sounds
ledge. I know
about
you
right,
could just
yeah.
skip that, but
You will rectify
it's
this
inconsistent
funny.
is the problem.
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because you have to get the right frame boundaries. Consoles? No, I don't believe we have any console runners in this set. I mean, look at the
In
mouse
this
movement. I
season,
think you should be able to tell based on mouse movement that nobody's doing
Professional
console.
tip, the
But
average adult
actually,
Yeah.
I've never
can
seen a console
withstand
run,
3
so
to 5
No,
drinks.
I think there's a lot of
Once
walking
this
at angles in
threshold is
console runs because the
eclipsed
mouse
by
movement's
entering more
slow, so I think we would be
your
seeing
mind
more of
will
that.
suffer an explosive mental overload, reorienting you for the emergency
Breathe in.
exit
Sergeant
protocol.
Bonsai, Yellow Rat, and
Please
Bagel
subject
Cat.
yourself to
Chunky Bunny
explosive
skips the
mental
ledge grab on
overload.
that first pole jump. That's sort of rare.
It's all right, Kurova. That's what I'm here for, is to be able to say console runs are completely different.
Please note
Shout out to
that
Yellow
all
Rat for
attempts to
getting a bunch of
volunteer
world
for the
records in the
risks
console
associated
category
with
recently.
Yeah,
by the
what
way.
that
I noticed
like
that.
Yellow
Lies
Rat.
in
You
misunderstanding
watch like
all
when you think
other
about
solutions,
what's
all of
actually
which are
going
far more
on,
traumatic
like
and likelier
it's
to
kind of
result in
insane.
catastrophe.
Like
Yellow
getting
Hands
like
are capable of suboptimal
getting a
suggestions.
22
Please
something
exit this
or getting a
dream as
22
soon
like
as
29 or
possible.
something on console is kind of insane.
My money's on Chunky. I want to see Chunky beat somebody in this round. I don't know if it's going to happen. Somebody needs to... Chunky either needs to go ham or someone needs to make a big mistake. We'll see. But I want to see it happen.
I think it was a good strat. Oh, never mind. Oh, yep. Yeah, okay. Okay, pretty good. Decent strat for that last room. Because this is they're running on current patch where the we're just grabbing the side
Hello.
doesn't work because the
My
side
name
will
is
fall
Dr.
over.
Glenn Pierce.
If you just try to place
despite
it,
touring the waterfall serenity
place it
zone
and
in
walk
the
on top of
previous
it,
section
unfortunately.
you've just completed,
Oh.
you may still
Yeah.
be
No
experiencing
shit.
feelings of worthlessness.
Yeah, I
and
think the devs
self-doubt.
just like finally
Why do I
fixed
feel
like something that they
everything is
considered
going
a
wrong,
hitbox error. They finally got
even
around
when
to
the sun is shining?
changing it, so the sides will fall over. It makes sense. You can clearly see the sides are like visually sloped, but
Yeah.
it's a little harder.
The tie, insane. Who's tied? I think Hippie and Funya could be close, although it's hard to tell if they're synced
I
or
think
not.
they
They're not
are.
synced. They might be tied.
Hippie going through that door 652. Yeah, looks like just about a tie. Funya going through there 651. All right, Funya is in the lead.
Funya makes 16 seconds. We'll see a seeding upset here.
It's
They loaded the
possible.
exact millisecond, not millisecond, centas or tenth of a second, but you're on the right track. Interesting. So Funya's ahead then, like for
Hello.
sure.
My name is Dr.
Yeah.
Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to
Yeah,
talk
it's not
more about the
not
feelings
exact,
of
but
worthlessness and
I saw
self-doubt
one
I
on their
mentioned
screen and two
before.
on Hippie's screen. So.
You feel this way
Not
because
invented
you
time.
want the
Leave me
kind of
alone.
happy life you see all around you, kind you know everyone else is enjoying. And that's exactly
Yep, Gelly
why
invented
we're
time,
here to help.
Samwise invented knowledge.
Who's Sorry.
Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay.
Look,
Oh, nobody
it's-
does the sweet
it's-
corner cuts on the catwalk. People need to do more
Warning.
sweet corner
You
cuts
are
on the
advised to
catwalk up here.
subject yourself to
Why is everyone
explosive
lame?
mental
Why is
overload
everyone
by
not
descending
jumping
into
onto the
additional
railing?
Lydia went
but
for
have
it, I
now
think.
descended into
Lydia
a
went
dream
for it.
within a dream
Do I
instead,
like Jelly? I haven't
disorienting
had it in a
yourself
while, so
even
I couldn't
further.
tell you.
You are responsible
Hippie
for
having a
failing
hard
to
time
make
in
this
Dark
crucial
Maze?
distinction.
Oh no, you're just in
Makes
there
it
for a
out.
long
Hard to
time.
say. Yeah.
Very sound based. I did not know pear jelly. I've actually never had pear jelly. Maybe that would be very good. I don't know if pear actually jellifies correctly though, because I think it has some enzymes that just don't make it work good.
Did
I'm not
you
an
know
expert
that
though. Ask someone who
unintentional
actually makes
multi-grain
jellies.
layering occurs in less than 1% of patients? This
Y'all need to
correlates
turn off the
strongly with
flashlight for
99%
swag
of
more, because it makes the
patients who are
knife
able to
disappear.
follow simple
It's the
instructions
one cool
with
thing in
Oh,
this
man.
run that
orientation.
nobody shows
I always
off.
try I always try as I pan my mouse around. There's a chance my cursor hits it at the right time.
Bagels are close to bread. Bagel cat. See, exactly. It's funny to me. So for blackout that need lighting in quotes, the second one everyone gets casually when they do their like next run through. They're like, oh yeah, I could just make it up these boxes up here. But nobody ever does black maze or does like the maze blind, and that's like a because like blackout maze. I don't know who did it first, but it took a while because people were like, it's never going to happen. It's way too much work and it's for so little time save. And then someone just did it.
Interesting.
And now it's just the thing that everyone does. People want to do it forward. I wanted to do it forward. I was looking and getting the IL record by doing it forward. Just too hard.
Wow.
Way too hard. At least for me.
Yeah, I was
way
gonna
too
say
hard.
like now it's at the point where the forward blind maze was sort of like that, where it's just too dumb. No one wants to do it, and then Ostimate did it and got the IL world record.
That's mad.
And now it's gonna be. I guess that's the next thing that everyone's gonna do. But I kind of hate that.
It'll take a while, I
It's kind of
think, and for the time save that it's going to offer, it might not be worth it for some people. Nguyen's
Yeah.
tutorial is pretty old, but I don't think Nguyen came up with it. I do remember he was like the second or third person because he wanted to piss me off because I'm like, okay, no one else is going to do Blackout Maze, just this person. And then Nguyen is like, no, I'll do it. And I was like, all right, shut up, dude. And then he made a tutorial for it. So that's my remembrance of it at the very least. Bread is better than everything else. That is a controversial opinion.
Yeah, are we talking like everything, just period? Everything in existence?
Even just food. Like, bread isn't that great.
Yeah,
You can't-
it's not. But I appreciate the absolutism, you know? Like you know what your statement is, you know what you think, I can respect it. No compromises.
No compromises. No prisoners. Bread or nothing.
So yeah, we got some good clone action happening here. Nothing
Clone
much
is
to
just
say
like
about this
that.
one.
Yeah, I mean, you can launch with the red apple using glitches, but I don't think it saves
That's right.
time. I don't think it ever saved time.
Yeah, if anyone was using a frictionless mouse wheel and had a click bound to that, they could be doing some really weird stuff, but not much of that going on. Which
Really?
is probably good. Yeah, someone like came in, someone just popped in, like I don't think they're actually still on the server, but they were just like showed them and they're like, so hey guys, not sure if you know this, and just dropped like 5 videos of insane like frictionless mouse wheel stuff. Like it's the kind of thing where you can prop fly upwards by rapidly clicking like the bouncy castle. Crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, the bouncy castle has enough rotation to make that work. I mean, I have a freewheeling mouse, but I don't think I ever tried that because I knew it was going to be illegal regardless of whether or not it was cool. But maybe I should.
I guess
try
it is.
that.
It's pretty much illegal. I don't think we ever actually got like a concrete rule in the books about it though, because it's the kind of thing where once someone tries it, you know.
You can
Super
probably
cool.
you can allow binding to scroll wheel. You just have to make it not a freewheeling scroll wheel.
Okay,
You know,
totally. That makes sense.
Because then everyone can use the scroll wheel. That's a little close, Funya. All right, good for you.
Nice.
That's exactly what I thought.
Hippie gets in the dollhouse. Very good. But yeah, I think it might have been right after because M Sushi, who does Portal speedrunning videos, did a video about the airboat category, where you have a scroll wheel bound to spawn airboats. So
Yeah,
probably where it came from.
which is a good meme.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could see. I mean, it would be kind of fun to have a superliminal like freewheel. Maybe having trouble with the fan here. Just want to mention having a lot of trouble with the fan.
This message
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
wow.
that is rough. This might
a-
make the difference depending on how fast Funya does this. Oh,
Okay,
Funya also having
a little small.
bit of trouble. I don't know if that's 60 seconds,
awful.
but
Ooh,
that is a bit.
that's
Ooh,
brutal.
Funya has a rough time too.
It's like me
All
and
right.
cheese last week.
Speak of me.
Yeah. Also that. Fair enough. But
Wow,
yeah,
Chunky squeezing in there. Wow.
yeah, I think a superliminal freewheel mouse percent could be interesting. but not enough
I
people.
do
not
wonder
enough
if there
people
would
have
be any glitchless strategies that would use it. Because the problem is, and just let me be the first to say, don't listen to me. But we have any percent, which nobody does because it's way too hard, because warps are stupid. And then we have
Yep.
warpless, which is also way too fast and skips most of the stuff. Someone mentioned wanting to come up with a like medium tier amount of glitch category between glitchless and warpless, and I support that endeavor. So if someone
It would
can
be
come up with
cool.
a good way to have like the silly glitches, although I think I was also the same person who was like, there's not that many glitches,
There
but
aren't. That's the
now
problem.
that aren't just launches. But
Yeah.
who knows? Chunky ahead of SWC? No,
Yep.
it is close, but no.
Yeah, and Funya, even after having some trouble with that last dollhouse, Funya quite a bit ahead of Hippienator here. I feel Hippie though, with like doing the same thing
That
over
is
and over
16
again.
seconds. We
I
could
was
be
like,
seeing a.
yeah.
Oh man. Oh,
Oop,
this could happen.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how audio skips go.
Because I
But yeah,
guess
that's the
that's like
thing
the
with
last hurdle.
that's the thing with like an inbounds category, right? Is that Hippie doesn't get the jump. That's tough. The trouble with an inbounds category is that most of the glitches are just upwards velocity things, which don't have all that much use. Because there's no real way to break the horizontal speed cap is the thing. Not that we've found anyway. Like portals can do it if you like abruptly size down to size 1 while walking at full speed at higher size, then you
We
will
just
until you
gave
hit
up
the
on the
ground
audio.
be breaking the speed cap. There's also that portal
Yeah.
thing, but yeah. So I guess
There's
it would
also
be portal related. But
steep slopes. I think you get extremely fast speed on, although I don't think you can carry it for terribly long.
that's true.
But I think the
You
emission.
can jump off a slope to briefly gain a speed boost.
So Funya chose to not go for the second audio skip. And I
Interesting.
think Hippie had a lot of difficulty getting the second one. So we're looking at something pretty close here. Okay, people do use the freaking water cooler. All right, why was I the weird one for using the water cooler? It's like the best set, although that was
It
a
is,
weird
yeah.
version of that one.
It's a good setup though. I
And then
usually
you
look
just walk
slightly to like
backwards.
the left of the water cooler.
Right.
Pretty good.
One of the nubbins there. Chunky is
Yeah.
ahead. Let's go. Chunky's not ahead. Sorry. Thank you, but
I mean, depends on how you look
is
at
a
it.
good
Right?
idea. I mean, I don't know if there's that many glitches that make it like faster. Although I guess if you had scroll wheel bound to grab or something,
There would
in
be
clone
some,
levels,
yeah.
you might have some stupid surfing glitches, which would be super fun. But
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
you can already. There are some things where you can sort of prop fly by like canceling your Y velocity by like jump resizing. It's just a fancy name for jump resizing, I guess. But
yeah,
only really useful in all Easter eggs, which is kind of a niche category that no one really runs.
is that literally going for the eggs?
Yeah.
The egg was useful once upon a time for min grabs. I don't know if that ever became a thing, but
Oh man. Min grabs. I'm not sure.
Y'all not aware of min grabs? Min grabs is super funny because
I saw some of the routing. I know. I didn't Ina get optical on 6, which is pretty cool.
I think the big thing that I did was white space chessboard in 1, which is possible if
That's
you dropped
right.
an egg and then you pushed it across the chessboard.
That's right. But the
that's
thing
the
is,
only thing
you
I
can
remember
also-
about Easter eggs.
That's right. I remember that video. That was awesome. Just shoving the egg across. Oh my god.
It's so bad.
There's an even stupider strat where if you ride the edge of the tiles, you actually can do it with 0 grabs.
Oh, but there's a
dumb.
reason why we didn't allow that, but I know what you're talking about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I
is
think we
min grabs a
glitch.
glitchless category?
I think we made it glitchless for the purposes of avoiding
Oh,
launches.
right, and warps obviously. Yeah, totally. Because you could just like do a 2 grab warp or something. That makes sense.
Fabio,
I like that.
Hippie always looks sad. Unless he's like laughing, because like right now he does look like he's about to cry, but I think that's just he's just sick of this run, and like, you know what, good for him.
Yeah, I feel that. That fan in
I think-
Dollhouse is brutal.
Funya might be enough seconds ahead.
I think Funya is. Yeah, we'll see how white space goes, of course.
How many times you can do chessless chessboard in a row? I think on lower FPS it's consistent, but I could be wrong.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh,
Well,
right,
'cause
because the collision launches.
It's a collision launch, so it's dependent on. I think it's dependent on your FPS. Could be wrong though.
Everything in this game is like kind of FPS dependent, but it's just like how
People used to
noticeable
think.
it is.
I had big arguments. I bet you could look at the Discord right now and look for messages that I sent about FPS, because I was the crusader of thinking things did depend on FPS, and other people were like, no, it's not FPS dependent. Launches
It
aren't
definitely
FPS
is.
dependent, and they are. They absolutely are. So,
For sure. The problem is that in the legacy version, it's like for some reason they changed the physics engine. I don't know why. The legacy version is
probably
like locked at 50, but
different version of Unity probably, but I could be wrong.
oh, okay, totally.
Either a
makes sense.
Unity update or the fact that they had to add the workshop, so they had to add some other things. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Ooh, that's a fast one from SWC. I don't know what the rates are we're looking at for Funya here. Oh, Funya's behind. Oh wait, but that's because loading
IGT,
times and
yeah.
also yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. When Hippie goes through the door here, it's going to be a 19 something.
1928.
29.
And Hippie doesn't do that checkpoint reset. That's interesting.
He might not know about it because like his most recent PB was very recently, and he just might not know. Funya's got a 1922. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Funya lost a little bit of time between compared to Hippie. Okay, so it could be close. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
He did it on a second race. Okay, interesting. He might just avoid it because it might just. I don't know if it would cost him time, but
I think it's probably, it could just be a style thing, you know. Who knows?
yeah,
It's not a
Didn't
huge time save, so I don't know.
he might have just forgot. It might not matter too much to him.
But yeah, I don't know enough about Unity physics, yeah, to say like why the physics would have changed. All I know is that like update is every frame, fixed update is like locked. That's basically the extent of my knowledge.
Oh, so it is a fixed rate for physics stuff. Okay.
It's supposed to be, but I can only assume it's not in the current patch. Like for some reason, they changed it. But who knows? It's probably something like one of the many things I don't know about, is the reason why they changed it.
They can hear us? Oh, geez.
No, the runners can?
I didn't know that.
Okay. I didn't know that either.
If they have the stream, oh, okay, that's a big ask. I don't think they're going to be doing
Yeah,
that,
come on, no one does that.
because there's going to be game audio. I would think that'd be confusing, but I could be wrong. Anyways, when's the Jumpless tournament? This shit's boring.
Yeah,
Let's get on to jump.
I need to resurrect that.
So
Yeah,
if
for
he
sure.
can win one. Jumping around here used to be super controversial. What Hippie's doing there, you can jump around the pit there and go out of bounds, but we don't know if it's out of bounds. So
It is.
that's
I think it
something else
is.
to be considering.
I think it is out of bounds.
It explicitly is out of bounds, but is it a glitch?
Ah, yes.
And that was a whole thing. It was a whole.
That's interesting. We still have those debates like currently. It's still a thing.
I mean, y'all had a discussion about the top and the switch, and I think I said, yeah, it's definitely a glitch, but like, who cares? It's funny.
Yeah,
But
that's kind of my perspective as well. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That'd be
especially
for
'cause-
inbounds, the inbounds category.
Exactly.
We found one.
Exactly. That's
There's
a
another
good
one.
point.
Yeah, there's another thing I found where this stupid thing where you can reset the timer in induction, then reset to checkpoint for like something, but it's basically just New Game Plus, which I kind of understand.
Yeah, that's NG plus. That is fascinating, but I don't think that's the sort of. Well, I don't know. Reset checkpoint for time.
It's only because it's allowed in some other games, but I get why. Like, totally not the kind of thing where like
you would have to make it a different category, and people are not going to run a category.
Because
on
getting
the
over it
basis
with Bennett Foddy allows it doesn't mean that we
Oh. Well, that's the whole thing about precedent in other speed games. It's a reference point, but it's not the thing that you should aspire to always follow. Is Funya ahead? Yes, I believe
I think
Funya is ahead, but I don't think they are ahead by the 16 seconds required to make it a seeding thing. We'll see here. Hippie's gonna hit a loading screen on
2305? 2305? Oh, Hippie's holding onto the cube, so it looks like a black screen, but okay.
yeah, 2312 for Hippie. And for Funya, it's gonna be a 2259. So that's gonna be, yeah, I don't think that's quite enough. It's very close though. Very close.
Yeah.
And SWC should be faster than Chunky Bunny. So
Not the
All
sub
right.
23, unfortunately, but quite a good run for Funya, nonetheless. Very, very good one.
yeah, very solid. Very solid from everyone. Very close between Funya and Hippie. I think it's a matter of seconds between the two.
Yeah.
So it'll be
I can
interesting
imagine
to see how the
Hippie's probably not super happy with that one. It happens, you know.
I mean, look at him. The sad man.
Probably about how I looked, yeah, on what was it, Monday or whatever. No, this is Monday, whatever, on like Friday or whenever when I had my match, and I did basically the same thing.
When's the
Yeah.
third run in the match? I'm pretty sure I only did 2.
That's right. That's right. We got more coming up. Chunky Bunny having some trouble with the cheese, you know. Time for that new cheese pain emote, I believe. Perfect application. But yeah.
Chunky
Solid
Bunny's an
runs.
up and comer. I'm looking forward to seeing the rise of Chunky Bunny, even if no one
You
else
know, me
is.
too. Me too.
I
They're well
want
on
to
their
see
way.
it happen because it was very quick to see them get a top 100. I mean, it's the only like the first speed game that they got a time that he was very happy with. So I want to see it happen. People to watch Chunky Bunny 64, and also swc19. I'm glad that they are playing Superliminal as well because they have a YouTube video with 100,000 views, which means that they have outreach. So all they got to do is post a bunch
Yeah.
of YouTube videos to their subscribers.
Yeah, for sure. That's a free publicity right there. We love it. Oh man.
I'm being a dork. All right, but yeah, good job to everybody.
Yeah, that was great.
I don't think Chunky has a PB. Chunky's got a 2440 something. Yeah, their personal best is a 2406. So no PBs from everybody, but SWC got damn close. So
Oh, very nice. Very cool.
all right. Was honest terrible. I'm okay with the first. It's a 2313.9 hippie. Chill out.
Yeah, it's just fine. Just fine.
No,
Don't
he
worry
said
about it.
terrible. Although, yeah, I guess his first 2 runs were 22s, mid 22s.
Yeah.
To the end.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
Chunky.
definitely like. I can sort of be in his shoes here a little bit because, like, yeah, it's basically what happened to me in my seeding match. And it doesn't feel
Wow.
great, but you know what? It happens.
It happens. It's the best of us. All right. What is it saying in tournament style? Okay, yeah. So I believe we have the seeding being Hippie first, Funya second. Although Hippie and Funya are very close, and then there's WC and Chucky. All of us are up for joining on call. Oh boy.
All right,
Ah, ah.
here they come.
So just
What's
a question. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I only did 2 runs. When is the
2.
third one?
Yeah, I'm
I was
waiting
gonna
for
say there are
the
only 2 runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. So
Just forgotten
basically,
entire
I'm
run, or you
useless
just
and don't listen to me.
you're just gonna. So it's interesting for Funya and Hippie. There was a point where Funya was 16 seconds ahead of you, Hippie, at the last run, which would have made Funya seated above you. But then I don't know what happened, but it's very close. It's a couple of seconds between you two.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think you're seated first, but very, very close. So how do people feel? Silence. All right. Well, we'll
Bad,
just skip
bad,
it.
then good, then bad.
Let's not
Nice,
talk about
yeah.
Dollhouse at all.
Same.
That fan, for
SWC,
sure.
you should. I would have thought that you would have been excited because you had a 2315, which is very
Yeah,
close
so
to a
my
PB.
second run was good. I'm happy about that. But like it also wasn't good. It was like
Yeah, I feel that.
like going because so my PB currently doesn't have blind maze. So I learned it like last night. So that's kind of what
Oh.
carried that second run. And then I also golded
Nice.
lab and white space. But like, I lost a ton of time to like the worst stuff, but still good.
So you got time
I
to
mean,
save. You have time to save
yeah,
for the
for
next
sure.
PB.
Mm.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then Chunky, welcome to Superliminal Speedrunning. How was the tournament?
So, my best submitted run is like 24:19. I had messed up the cube resize like 3 times. So,
Mhm.
I golded labyrinths 2 times though.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Congrats.
Very cool.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Are you going for the audio skips? Or is it just a matter of you've given up on those?
If I'm being honest, I didn't know about those until yesterday. So,
Fair enough.
Understood.
Look, PVs from you then, because you made a top 100 extremely quickly, like very few runs, and so with additional strats, maybe you'll even get higher. I look forward to you beating my run. That's all I'll say.
thank you.
We have an emote for that, by the way.
The coveted
Yeah,
sub Gelly.
in the Discord. So yeah, I don't have any other questions. Arc, you got anything? Anyone got anything to discuss? Now's the time.
Mention the fan for Hippie. That was just brutal. I just want to say that.
Was that Dollhouse?
awful.
That's Dollhouse.
Yeah, it was
we were
Dollhouse.
told to not mention that.
That was so
I
painful.
apologize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looked hard.
Yeah, I could. I got plus 30 seconds on Dollhouse alone.
Oh, jeez.
That is a Dollhouse for you.
That's
Yeah, that's
Dollhouse. Dollhouse can be
yeah.
like
True.
that.
True.
I got plus 1 minute on Dollhouse.
Oh man.
I think my best was only plus 4 seconds, and that was my second run.
Nice.
But I still have like 20
Nice.
seconds to save overall, so
Yeah, hell yeah. People have time to save, except for
We'll get
Hippie,
there.
who apparently
except-
he's just peaked.
except for the
Yeah.
good runners.
Oh, I actually PB'd earlier today. Just
Oh,
saying.
good, yeah.
What time did you get?
22:15.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Okay, radical.
Yeah, my first PB in 8 months.
Nice.
then
So,
again,
you
I
got some-
haven't ran glitchless in ages.
Yeah. So
That's
it's all
great,
part of the
man.
derusting
Yeah.
process. Looking
Yeah.
forward
Came
to
back
a
to beat me.
sub
I
20,
respect it.
sub 21. Sorry. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah, great runs.
Yeah, great runs from everybody. Glad I could be commentator with Arc on this. I don't know. I think we're
Yeah,
good
yeah,
here.
great to be here. Thanks to Gelly. Sorry, thanks to Gelly for
God damn it!
co-commentating.
God, I'm out. No, this is. Thank you for co-commentating, Arc. I greatly appreciate your cut.
Same here.
Tomorrow at 11 p.m., we have 4 more competitors: a Taoan Wu, Pathetic, The Mind 2001, and The Real Derek Young.
Very
Don't want to
nice.
miss that. Super late, but some people.
Now, just to check up, I might be forgetting. Did we do 2 runs today or 3? I
2.
might be forgetting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did 2.
We did
Okay.
2 tournaments today, I think. Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, we're rating Yellow Rat. Oh yeah, who's currently going for 22-1x on console.
God.
Absolute
Ooh.
madness. Let's
I
go.
don't want
Let's
to
do it.
that one. That's awesome.
Yellow crack time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a raid message. Jesus. All right.